Another nasty woman. Her whole thing about existence in life is to go after President Trump. That's her only purpose. You know, like Satan's purpose is to destroy as many souls as possible. That's his only purpose. That's all he can do. Try to destroy as many souls as possible. Hers is to try to destroy President Trump's life. She has no other purpose in life. Cockroaches have more purpose than she does. And I don't even know what cockroach purpose is. I mean, really, what is the purpose of a cockroach? But they serve more reason to be here than she does. Listen to what she's saying about President Trump. I mean, she's going after President Trump and she's lying. You know she's lying. They're trying to do everything they can to destroy President Trump. And they're trying to put pressure on President Trump to get him to say, you know what? Okay, I've had it. I can't do it anymore. I'm going to drop out. Because if President Trump were to drop out, if he were to go and announce and say, look, everybody, because of XYZ, I'm going to have to step out of the race, all of these troubles would go away. All of it would go away. And some people say, oh, no, it wouldn't go away. They have to go after him. He's a criminal. All of it would go away. Just like Fire Marshal Bowman, he literally said, we'll make a deal. He said he made a deal and all of it's going to go away because he made a deal. All of it's going away. It's the same thing. They're trying to put pressure on President Trump so President Trump would step out. See, but President Trump is a fighter. President Trump knows that if he gives up, the country's done. He knows this. Can you imagine the weight that is on him? Can you imagine that they don't even want him to even defend himself? Can you imagine what this like? Is this no longer the United States of America? And in this case, the judge is saying that he's just guilty. He said, well, Trump, I don't believe you. You're just guilty. You're just guilty. I mean, really? This judge needs to be removed. I want President Trump to return. And once he returns and go back to the White House, I want him to get every last one of these tyrants. I want him to get them. I want him to get them. And if he don't get them for doing what they're doing to him, I'm going to be upset. I'm like, why aren't you getting them? You let them get a pass the first time. Remember Hillary Rodham Clinton? But, you know, Jeff Sessions supposed to look into it. Attorney General Barr's supposed to look into it. They never did anything. But still, it all falls on President Trump. He needs to get all of them. And he also needs to get Fauci too. I mean, he needs to get all of them. I'm being straight up. If they're going to call him a dictator, he needs to play dictator for the next 4 years. Y'all know what I'm saying? Listen to this.
We're halfway through the fourth week of our trial against Donald Trump, the Trump Organization, and other defendants. Today, we continue to hear testimony from Donald Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen.
Oh, the former fixer, Michael Cohen, the same one that went to jail for lying. Oh, that one. It's like he's a star witness for them. He's a star witness.
The defendant's counsel attempted and failed to discredit our entire case. But our case is the result of a 4-year investigation that is based on hundreds of thousands of documents and many, many witnesses. Over the course of that investigation, we uncovered Donald Trump's incredible fraud and all the ways he used that fraud to enrich himself.
I mean, she's just saying it like he's guilty. There's no evidence, not a single bank. We've talked about this so many times. Not a single bank said that President Trump missed payments. Not a single bank said President Trump. I mean, none of them. None of the banks are coming forward and said President Trump did anything wrong. These same banks that President Trump got loans from, where she's trying to say that he was marking his numbers up so he can get bigger loans, which the banks have to do a credit background. They have to do a credit check. They have to, regardless of who the person is, they have to as part of it. None of them are complaining. All of them got their money back, and they even wanted President Trump to do more loans because they made money from him. You know how that works, right? You take a loan, you pay interest back. It looks good for him. His credit goes up, right? That's the reason why rich people do it. Credit goes up. They make money. He makes money. Everybody's happy except for her.
As the judge said today, there is enough evidence in this case to fill this courtroom. And he already ruled in our favor and found that Mr. Trump engaged in this fraud.
You see this? She's saying that the judge already ruled in his favor, in her favor. I mean, what kind of court? Is this a kangaroo court? What is happening here? What happened to our country, people? What happened to the United States of America? What happened?
Yeah, Will.
What happened? It's like we're losing this right before our very eyes. There's only a couple seconds left to this. Listen to this. This is such a nasty tyrant woman.
When you have built an empire on falsehoods, the truth is your only enemy. And we will continue to present the truth in court.
Wow.
So, Will, their whole
She's
case
evil.
is that Trump inflated his worth. But listen to this. Yesterday, in court, judge denies Trump's team's request for immediate verdict in fraud trial after Cohen testimony. Listen to this. Cohen testified Trump did not ask him to inflate numbers on his personal financial statements, right? Trump attorneys were denied Wednesday when they asked for immediate and direct verdict in the Trump Organization civil trial following testimony from ex-attorney Michael Cohen. Cohen admitted during testimony that the former president did not ask him to inflate his finances on personal financial statements. Wow, Will. It's crazy.
And there's actually a video. I should have gotten it.
So Trump's like, this proves I'm innocent.
Yeah.
Can we move to verdict?
Yeah. This
and
proves he's
this
innocent. And
lady
this
comes out.
There's even a video of Michael Cohen coming out there, even saying that, yeah, he lied. He's literally admitting that he lied. But this, you know what I think what it is, Shannon? Maybe just possibly because they know Michael Cohen's a liar, and he's out there saying that, yeah, Trump never asked me to do this. What you're saying here? I don't know anything about it. He didn't ask me to do anything on this. And they said, well, we're not going to believe you because we know that you went to jail for lying, but we're also going to say Trump is lying. Somebody's telling the truth. Somebody is, right? Trump is telling the truth. They don't care. This is not the United States of America anymore. I mean, it's really not. If they can do this to Trump, none of us are safe. None of us are safe. You have this fraudulent FBI, and none of us are safe. The FBI has become a criminal, corrupt organization. None of us are safe. Listen to this one from MSSTD as they're talking about Trump's trial. And of course, they want Trump to be guilty as well.
Yeah, Nicole, it was absolutely startling to see. And when Cohen just said that he didn't see that, let me explain to our viewers why. Cohen, as the witness, was not brought into the courtroom until the court was ready for his testimony. Therefore, when the judge was examining Trump, Cohen and his lawyers were still far away from the action. What I found really interesting and even historic today was not only was Trump on the stand, and it's the first time I can recall we've seen his testimony in a court of law, but that the first person to pass judgment on his credibility, Judge Arthur Engoron, made a very quick judgment. I've heard what you have to say, Mr. Trump. I find it not credible. I'm fining you $10,000, and the next time it will be worse. Judge Engoron has already stated in a written order that those penalties can increase up to and including possible imprisonment. Obviously, there's a lot of distance between $10,000 and possible imprisonment, but I really hope that Trump and his lawyers take Judge Engoron to heart, because he is a person who has been steadfastly patient with them, but at some point that patience is going to run out, and it almost did today.
I mean, really? They want President Trump to be patient with a criminal, corrupt judge.
Right. I mean,
make that make sense, everybody. Right. Make that make sense.
So Trump takes a stand on his own behalf.
Yes.
And the judge interrupts him and says, stop there. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I'm fining you $10,000.
I'm not going to let you defend yourself. I'm not going to sit here and let you defend yourself in my courtroom. Stop right there. Stop right there. I'm fining you regardless of what you say, regardless of what the evidence is. And let me play this again. Listen to the very beginning of this, because she started to say it. She started to let the cat out the bag, and then she realized what she was saying, and then she stopped. Where she's talking about Michael Cohen said he had what they're saying that President Trump did is not true. He's saying it's not true, and he hates President Trump. Listen carefully.
Yeah, Nicole, it was absolutely startling to see. And when Cohen just said that he didn't see that, let me explain to our viewers why.
You see, he didn't see that. He didn't see that. He even admitted That what you're blaming for President Trump for, I didn't see that. There's no evidence of it. There's no evidence that I can give you of that. I can't share anything on that. But they don't care. They bring in their star witness, and their star witness didn't even see what they're accusing President Trump of. And he is a liar. And he's like, well, you know what? He could lie and say, yeah, it did happen. Yep, he did it. But maybe he don't want to go back to jail for lying again because he's straight up lying. There's only so many people can take, you know.
I don't know how Trump does it. He was literally angry when he left court yesterday. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him either.
How frustrating of a position is he in where you literally feel like the protections that the Constitution is supposed to protect us from, you know, jury of our peers, which I know this is a different kind of case, but you have this judge that has a vengeance and an AG that has a vengeance against you who are really, let's be honest, have totalitarian, authoritarian attitudes, right, towards him, saying, we're getting you any way we need to, and you have nowhere to turn. How frustrating. I mean, literally, Trump has no control over any of this right now, and they've done that purposely.
Yeah, they did it. They've absolutely did it on purpose. They've absolutely done it on purpose. So I want y'all to look at what President Trump says. He actually comes out because, you know, they have this gag order on him. And listen to what he says about Michael Cohen. Listen to what President Trump says. See, the more they do this to him, the more I want to support him, the more I want to help him. I mean, because he hasn't done anything wrong. This is like, I mean, straight up demonic demons attacking him because he was doing positive things for the country. I mean, what did he do that's wrong? What did he do that's so bad? What did he do? I truly want to know. What did President Trump do that was so bad?
He's going against them.
Yeah. He didn't want to go along with the establishment. He didn't want to be controlled by these elitists. And because of that, they've never seen someone like President Trump come. Because see, most of the time when you have these filthy rich people, and President Trump is filthy rich, we all know he's rich. And because you have someone filthy rich and they come and they don't play along, play the same game. I mean, really?
I mean, it's literally a Democrat.
It's regime. The federal government coming down on
federal government regime.
It's the federal government this.
I mean, this is what you would expect
in
a communist,
criminal,
country.
Communist federal government coming down on President Trump. But listen what he says.
The witness just admitted that we won the trial, and the judge should end this trial immediately. Thank you.
And see, and then he walks off. I know it's kind of hard to say, but he comes in and he said, admitted that I did nothing wrong. The case should be just closed. This judge should just dismiss this case. It should be done with. It should be over with. But they don't care about the facts in this case. They don't care about the factual evidence. They just want President Trump to go away. That's all they care for.
The witness just admitted that we won the trial, and the judge should end this trial immediately. Thank you.
Should end the trial immediately, and he walks away because, you know, the press want to ask him questions, and he's not trying to give this stupid judge any more ammo. He's not trying to give him anything else. Again, I'm going to say this again. President Trump, he needs to get these people. I mean, he truly does. He needs to get them. When he gets back in office, he needs to do an executive order for the corruption that they've been doing. All of them need to be put on trial. I am serious. This has never happened. Not a single time in our nation. Never happened. And today's the second day with Mike Johnson there. I have all this evidence coming out with the FBI, and I want him to go ahead and put his foot down. He knows what's happening. I played the videos where he talk about the censorship, the FBI with Twitter, the federal government doing what they're doing, Mayorkas being a straight up liar lying in his face. I'm just hoping he's getting, he's trying to situate his office right now, making a couple phone calls. I'm hoping come Monday that they start dropping hammers on these people. If they don't, say goodbye to our country. If they don't start doing something dramatic, say goodbye, kiss it goodbye. Mwah! It's been a nice run, everybody. It's been a nice run for the United States of America to be on top, but if they don't get into gear, Matt Gaetz, thank you, Matt Gaetz, for stepping outside of your comfort zone. Thank you, Matt Gaetz and other Republicans, for doing something dramatic. I've been asking for it, but that's a good step. We have a good step. Now we need something extra dramatic. If the Republicans, and I've mentioned this before, if the Republicans are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, causing the Democrats to try to find some kind of cause to riot about, the Republicans are not doing their jobs. You understand what I'm saying? See, they had a reason to have the George Floyd riots because they used that, they weaponized that against anyone that went against their sinister ways. They used it against the American people. So they had a cause. If the Democrats are not rioting about something, that means the Republicans are not doing their jobs. Does anyone not understand that?
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.